What is going on, guys? Today we are going to talk about getting the meeting. All right. So this is one of my most exciting topics. I love this piece of sales because you're building relationships, you're talking to people, you're getting out there, right? So what I want to cover today is how we get the meeting for youth leagues, for schools, cold calls, drop-ins, social media, how we use referrals. Okay, so I want to keep this short, to the point, and let's just get at it. All right, so first on the list, I want to talk about cold calls. Right, understand when you are making a cold call, it's just that nobody knows you're calling them. Right, so when you're getting a telephone call from a telemarketer, what do? You hang up, right? Most of us are going to hang up or ignore the call. So know that going into your conversation, right? So the biggest thing is with everything I talk about today, it's all about getting the meeting. Don't try and sell these guys on the phone. Get off the phone. The whole point of this conversation is to send them some more information. It's simply a touch point. The average amount of touch points is 7 before you're ever going to make the sale. So don't try and hit a home run when you first pick up the phone. Right? So cold calls. My cold call script is very, very simple. Hello, Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so. This is Carl with Legacy Photo Company. We're just wondering if you are currently working with a photographer for the upcoming season. Boom. Right out of the gate, I'm going for it. I'm talking to them about photography. You know, I might start with, hey, I hope you're having a great day. But don't fill this with a bunch of fluff. Because, again, you just interrupted their day. Think about it. Youth leagues, directors, they're not getting paid to do that. Most of them are volunteers, so you caught them at work more than likely, okay, if you called it during work hours. So that's another thing. You need to adjust your times because put yourself in their shoes. If you're calling them during work hours, now you just interrupted them while they're making their dollar, okay? So, just keep those things in mind. So I call and I get right at it. Just wanted to call and see if you're working with a photographer for the upcoming season. Boom, done. They're going to say one of two things, yes or no, or they're going to hang up, right? So yes or no, right? If they say yes, which most of them are, because they're going to be working with somebody, you know, in all honesty, as reputable as a company as you are, or as reputable as an organization as you are, I'd be surprised if you weren't currently working with somebody. In other words, I knew you were going to say yes because I think you're a reputable company, which is why I'm calling you. Would it be fair if I sent you some information in regards to our program on how we're helping other organizations like name drop, okay? The biggest organization you're working with. So for us, that's the YMCA. So can I send you some information real quick with, you know, how we're helping other organizations in Middle Tennessee, such as the YMCA? Boom. Again, Jones effect, right? Jones effect is keeping up with the Joneses. Nobody wants to be the first to jump into the pond, but nobody wants to be the last either. So if you catch them right there in the middle and you show them, hey, I'm working with some reputable companies. I already told you you're a reputable company. We want to work with you too. Okay? So would it be fair if I send you some information in regards to our program and how we're helping other organizations such as XYZ Company to see if we can be of service to you? Sure. Okay, most people are going to say, sure, send me some info. Great. Now, because I've already done my homework, I have their email. I repeat their email back to them. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, the email I have on file for you is as follows. Is that a good email to send this to? Right? So now I'm showing them, hey, I've already done my research. I've gone to your website. I've looked at your guys' program. I have the information. You don't have to spit it out to me. Guys, this is a 3-minute phone call. Okay? Get in, get out, quit trying to sell on the phone. All right? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your client's time. And all that's going to, future client, and all that's going to do is tick them off. Okay? Get off the phone. All right, I take a very, very similar approach with my drop-ins, okay? So my drop-ins, hey, I was working with so-and-so down the road, and I saw you guys out here playing. I just wanted to drop in, give you my card, introduce myself. Oh, by the way, would it be fair if I shoot you an email when I get back to the studio with some information on how we're helping so-and-so down the road? Right? Again, Jones effect. Get them interested. You're already in the area. You're already working with people. I was working with them. I want to go home. I'm tired. But you know what? I made it as an effort to stop and talk to you real quick. And again, 3 to 5 minutes. Get out of there. Right? In fact, when people want more information, I'm telling them, look, I'm super busy. I got to go. But I'm going to make sure I add that into that email. Or set up the meeting, right? That's all you're trying to do is get a meeting, because then you can go into the sales cycle, or you can go into your pitch, or what have you. All you're trying to do is get the meeting. That's it, okay? Don't sit there and chum away with them. Get some common ground and then get out. Because again, you're trying to make this quick. You're trying to build quick rapport, put a face to a name, and get out. All right. Social media is a little different, right? If you're using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, some people are using TikTok, right? You use your tools. So same kind of situation. Again, I go back to, hey, can I shoot you over some information on how we're helping other organizations such as blah, 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 and then get off the messenger. Hey, by the way, I've got some time next week to meet up, okay? And to schedule that meeting, you want to give options, okay? Always, always, always give options. So does the beginning of the week or the end of the week work better for you? Beginning, great. Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday, awesome. I've got Tuesday available. All right, mornings or afternoons? Mornings. Love me some mornings. All right, I've got a 9, 10, or 11 o'clock available. Okay, so what you're doing is you're funneling, right? So you're trying to funnel the conversation to where you want it to go. When's a good time for you? I don't know. I'll have to look at my calendar. When are you available? Probably not this month. I'll have to get in touch with you, but I'll call you. Right? That's when you start running into those. Is you hand that back to your prospect. So make sure you're keeping control of the conversation and you're targeting them to where you want to go. Beginning or end of the week. It's not aggressive. You're just asking a simple question, and it's A or B, or A, B, or C, right? So it's not aggressive, and it's a very simple thing, but you've got to train yourself to do that, okay? So social media, like I said, I keep it very, very simple on social. If I see a post where someone's looking for a photographer, I'll jump in, and it is a very, very simple, hey, I see you're looking for a photographer. Would it be fair if I send you some information in regards to, how we're helping other leagues such as blah, blah, blah in our area? Right? So again, you're Jones affecting, you're building credibility. That's what this is all about. You're building credibility and you're building a relationship with this person. you're showing them as well that, look, I'm not here to blow fluff, right? I'm just giving you the facts and I'm going to get out. So referrals, I like to coach my referrals to send them to me, right? I want a referral to be more of an introduction. Hey, this is Carl with Legacy Photo Company. He does an amazing job with our organization, and I think he'd be of benefit to yours. I'm going to let him take it from here, right? Because you don't want to get in this mismatch of, well, this is what he does for us, and this is how they do this, and this is how they do that, right? You want to explain that once you book the meeting. So again, what days work best for you? Earlier in the week, later in the week. Okay, so that's kind of how I get into booking those meetings. Now, a lot of people ask me what I put in my email. Okay, so it's very simple. So I'm putting the top 2 or 3 things that people complain about in my area, just as a hook, right? You got to hook them. Again, keep the email short. I'm going to throw some sample photos in there. And I'm going to talk about our process, because that's what everybody loves about us, is we're very quick, we're efficient, we get in, we get out, and we make it easy for our directors and our schools, okay? So that's what I'm putting in the email. I'm putting basically my elevator pitch in the email. And then at the end, the call to action, okay? Make sure you have a call to action. I'd love to schedule a meeting with you. Earlier in the week, later in the week. Which works best for you? So that way they have a reason to email you back. I'd love to sit down with you and find out what we can do for you. Okay, so you've given them a little snippet of a little snapshot of what we can do. Now I want to specify this to you guys. I want to specify this to your organization, to your school. Again, guys, this has nothing to do with you. I don't care how good your photos are. If you're not fixing a problem for your client, they're never going to give you the time of day, right? So get in there, get those meetings booked, and then I'm going to drop another video about the actual meeting and how to cover that. See you guys.